It is very unfortunate to see that the number of cases of COVID-19 patients is on the rise in the state of Meghalaya. This is a very unfortunate incident, and we are experiencing a very grim situation here in the state of Meghalaya. As days go by, we are seeing an average of 700 to 800 new COVID patients, new COVID cases in the state of Meghalaya, and where fatalities is also on the rise as compared to the previous year. When the pandemic, COVID-19 pandemic first struck the state of Meghalaya last year, 2020, we could see that the number of fatalities, the number of COVID patients is not so steep as compared to what it is today. This is very unfortunate. If I may also quote that a recent study of the University of Michigan have warned us that Assam would soon be a hotspot where the number of cases would rise as days go by if we are not careful, if we are not very precautious of what we are doing. This is very unfortunate. This is really very uncalled for, because we also have the experience of seeing people now not abiding by much of the protocols as they should have been. We have seen that social distancing, washing of hands, and the other SOPs are not being followed by people all around. We see that also the people are not at all aware of what would happen if we do not abide by these protocols. It is also very unfortunate to see that in the past 3 weeks of lockdown, we, the state of Meghalaya, especially here in East Khasi Hills district, we have had this 3+ weeks of lockdown, which have really touched and hit the people very hard, be it emotionally, be it economically, be it physically, and be it spiritually, and also be it mentally. People living in the urban and rural areas are being hit by this pandemic to a very extent that it is very much unbearable, and it is not at all a feasible one. Therefore, what I would have to say at this very moment is that we should abide by these protocols. We should abide by whatever necessary SOP guidelines that have been given unto us, so that this pandemic will not boom, will not spread, will not be a threat to the lives of the majority. We have seen that in the first wave of the COVID pandemic, the elderlies are being affected so much, and there has also been a warning that during this third wave of the COVID pandemic, if we are not careful, the children would be the most vulnerable sections of the society. Therefore, we should be very careful, and all I would have to say now is that we should abide by whatever SOP protocols that have been advised that we should be taken, and we the people should be responsible, and we should also adhere to all these protocols, and we should also be careful, and we should cooperate in whatever way possible. Because if we are not careful, and if we are not taking this virus seriously, it will hit us in the most severe way, and we will regret it. Therefore, I have this message to give to each and every one of you, that in the midst of this pandemic, let us abide, let us cooperate, let us adhere to social protocols, let us be conscious about social distancing whenever we visit places, whenever we visit markets, and whenever we meet people. We should abide by it. And also we should teach our children, we should teach the elders, we should teach the common people to wash hands, to regularly abide by these protocols, so that we will not have to suffer much. Because we have seen that the pandemic, the second wave especially, have hit us so much, and we have seen that it has affected us mentally, spiritually, socially, economically, and we have seen that poor people are crying out loud. They are urging the government to do something for them. But in the end, if we do not follow the protocols, if we do not abide by these guidelines that have been given unto us, we will suffer, we will be the losers, and we will not have a chance to repent or to overcome. Therefore, I take this opportunity to urge each and every one of you to be careful, to stay calm, to stay safe, and to be alert at all times. Thank you.